All right, Kaden, doors are closed, ramps are up, everybody is seated, you've got the highball.
What's up, internet?
All right, and so just keep that out for you while I go and do a head count.
Shout out to my brother and my nephew, Jeff and Ethan, and my dad. I can't give him this experience, I will give him your video.
That works. This would have been good. Oh, yeah.
Welcome aboard the Broadmoor Manitou Springs Pikes Cod Railway. Today we're going to travel 8.9 miles into the sky and through the woods, reaching an elevation of 14,115 feet. Sit back and relax, enjoy the beautiful views, the great commentary. We'll have a great time. I would like to make some introductions. Our engineer up there is Kaden. Kaden's going to make sure we get up the mountain safely. Can everybody say, hey, Kaden?
Hey,
Kaden! My name's Ikea, just like the store. And hi everybody, and I will be sure to tell you guys great stories along the way. I'm actually really excited to announce that at the end of this month we will be celebrating 133 years of operation. We've been around since 1891. The only time we did close was in 2017 and 2021 for a remodel. We got a generous donation from Phil Anschutz, and we were able to purchase these new trains. We were able to remodel some of the older trains that we might see today, and we're able to remodel parts of the track and the depot. Phil Anschutz also is the owner of AEG, and they put on Coachella every year. He owns the LA Kings and the LA Galaxy. And Kaden, my count was 1, 5, 7. So can I have everybody look to their left, their other left, maybe the right? Alright, so since we're all facing different directions, if I say something is on my left hand or my right hand side, that's the 2-seat side. So the D and E side is the 2-seat side. And if I say something's on my left hand side, that's the 3-seat side. So the A, B, and C side is the 3-seat side. Alright? So on the 2-seat side, you can see our beautiful boulders out here. Our rocks are over 900 million years old. They have their own category. It's called Pikes Peak Granite. It's made of mica, balsam, and quartz. We love our rocks here in Manitou. We don't take them for granted. You may also notice these very unique creases and crevices in them, and that is formed through a type of ice or erosion called ice wedging. Ice wedging happens when water freezes in between those cracks and expands, much like a water or glass bottle in the freezer. Pikes Peak Granite also has a very beautiful hue of pink in it. If we were to crack it open right now, it would just have this nice light clay pink color. So get your cameras ready. We're about to pass one of our first landmarks on the 2-seat side called Diamond Rock. Diamond Rock fell in this perfect position, and it's in the shape of a diamond like on a playing card. So car 1, look back and down slightly and you'll see Diamond Rock. Car 2, right in between those two boulders, Diamond Rock. Some would say it's a rhombus rock.
Why not a parallelogram rock?
I don't know why we're making all this ruckus.
If you continue to look out on the 2-seat side, you see very well what ice wedging can do.
That's okay, Rachel. When she says ice wedging, I'm laughing because I came from teaching 4th and 5th, and ice wedging and rope wedging is one of our science lessons, but I teach it with interpretive dance.
Oh, that's
So. I'm not sure what my 7th grade middle schoolers are going to think of me.
They think you are the greatest person on the planet. I assure you that.
Yeah, I'm just the taller 10-year-old they won't charge.
Just make sure you're not crossing that center aisle, please.
How exactly do you expect that?
Kaden, was this always an electric engine on this rail?
So they had steam on this from 1891 until about 40s or 50s.
Okay.
General Electric started experimenting with power.
In the founding days of Manitou, there were two sisters who were beloved in the neighborhood. They named the first waterfall we'll see after them, called Rose and Emma Falls. So on the 2-seat side, we'll come up to our first waterfall, Rose and Emma Falls.
So the 5 steam engines that they got built for the railroad, they ordered from Baldwin in Philadelphia, and even Baldwin didn't know how to make one, so they kind of just cobbled one together. And it only had one cogwheel on it, and they managed to link up all the driving rods together, and they were really interesting. There is some YouTube videos of Ford that was here in 2016, and they don't really operate with a normal steam engine at all.
3-seat side, we're going to pass the waterfall higher than Niagara Falls, called Mini Ha Ha Falls. If you look hard enough, you might see the Colorado pink flamingo. Mini Ha Ha Falls is a Lakota term meaning laughing or dancing waters.
So in order to make the grades without all the water,
The Niagara Falls is at about 300 feet in elevation. We're currently at 8,300 feet in elevation.
Wow.
So when you go up to 25% grades, you'd be level and you wouldn't be having a water problem.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
So you could tell when you hear the falls.
There were also tank engines, so they didn't have a tender for extra weight. So they only carried as much coal with them as they could make it in a trip. They used about 1.5 tons of coal per trip. They carried 2
So when you look out on the tracks, you may see some light or traffic lights with solar panels on them, and those are called switches. And before we got our remodel, we would have to pull over, stop, and I would get out and pump the switch to move the tracks from side to side. With those donations that we got in 2017, we're able to make it all radioactive, or not radioactive, but radio activated, I guess. And so we're also at what is called a sighting, and a sighting is where we'll pull over and we'll let another train pass us. So we'll have a few sightings on the way up today. So just make sure you have your elbows warmed up. I say let's do the princess and prince wave. So big wave, and then individual wave, all right? It's all in the elbows. So take this opportunity, if you don't know now, know the people in front of you. We're about to go up our steepest grade called Son of a Gun Hill. And if we could just not switch seats while the train's in motion, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So it's nice to know someone before you fall into their laps.
Party time.
This is a grade of 25%. It's called Son of a Gun Hill because when they used to run steam engines up the mountain, the conductor and the fireman would haul so much coal into the furnace that by the time they get to the top, they would go, that was a son of a gun. Hence the name, Son of a Gun Hill. For every 100 feet in elevation, or for every 100 feet, we're going up 25 feet in elevation.
Yeah.
sometimes what happens when the rocks fall onto the tracks, and our amazing section crew and other coworkers who are not me are able to push it to the side. So on the 2-seat side, we're coming up to Prop Rock. This is some of their artwork right here. That crack is going to get bigger, and I hope to be here when it happens. Our rocks out here are poisonous. One drop does kill you. And on the 3-seat side, you'll see my Airbnb investment, a cabin in the woods with a beautiful view of the stars. I'm trying to rent it out for $500 a night. What do you guys think?
What's the cleaning fee?
There you go. So to answer your question, everything here now is diesel. These new trains, like the one you're on, we built 3 train sets built from
Well, all of our trains actually are diesel trains. This train has a horsepower of about 500
diesel electric.
with a torque of about 2,000 torques per pound.
Those ones are diesel hydraulic.
Interesting. So just hydraulic coupling straight to the. Gotcha. Okay.
And they have hydrodynamic braking as well.
Interesting.
So with the dynamic brake wheel, you can adjust the fluid level of the hydraulic transmission, slowing your transmission down over the speed of the
Cool. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool.
And this is just regular
Yeah, I mean,
traction motor.
Yeah. Not as fun.
Not as fast.
In 1880, there was a cabin in the woods that was a trading post and a resting stop for hikers and others in the neighborhood. With the expansion of the railroad 10 years later, that cabin in the woods turned into a 22-room hotel. That was called the Halfway Hotel. The Halfway Hotel had its own post office, zip code, bowling alley, and banquet hall with over close to 100 employees. It would have been here today, but it burned down in 1926, and they decided not to rebuild.
But it's the one he was staying at here, close enough. Oh, you did?
Awesome. My conductor also informed me that she was one baby, so the count's actually 2 over 6. Correction.
So the way the lights out right now is like this kind of back up. Oh, it's artificially powered.
Mississippi, still in operation today with a powering 200 homes in Colorado Springs. Employees do live out here, but the population is actually 0. The dirt road that you'll see over this hill right here is actually the road that leads to Ruxton Park. It is closed for employees only, but it spans about 60 miles. All throughout the national park. So that would be a really great commute.
There's a radio call that a varmint of Timberline started building a pile of rocks in the middle of the tracks. So they had to stop the train to kick
Anybody in here from Delaware? Delaware? No? Oh, it's okay. We never really get people from Delaware, so. Pikes National Forest is 1.4 million acres, and to put that into perspective, the state of Delaware does fit in the park with some extra wiggle room. We will hopefully see lots of wildlife today, fingers crossed. There's a family of moose that live out in these neighborhoods, some bears, mule deer, bald eagles, and falcons. So if you see any wildlife, feel free to shout it out. I would definitely love to see a moose. Those skinny white trees are kind of off-white colored trees that you see out in the distance with the glittering, like light green leaves. Those are aspen trees. Aspen trees are what Colorado is most famous for. Aspen trees are very similar to fungi and have a root system that is very well connected. So although we see multiple aspen trees, well actually just really it goes back to one singular tree. Aspen trees also have medicinal properties, so you can pull away some of that bark, get this white residue, and use it as sunscreen. Deer are also known to chew on it after they give birth because it acts as a pain reliever, like an aspirin. The pine trees mixed in with the aspen trees are called ponderosa trees. Ponderosa trees will produce this cinnamon-like color when they mature to about 80 years old. You can pull away that bark and it does smell a little bit like cinnamon.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's terrifying.
At least they don't do full, just attack things with safety stuff.
I think it's terrifying. I've seen people use like keyboard ideas of dudes be like, oh, hey, look, that's where we're going.
On the two-seed side, we'll start to see some of those mature ponderosa trees with that really rich dark brown cinnamon-like color. hiking in the state of Colorado and came across a clearing in the mountain that is called a park. So on the two-seat side, this is called Deer Park. And again, you get to see that really, those tall ponderosa trees with that dark cinnamon light color.
Let's just say.
Once it was like a really deal.
Fun fact, Kaden, our engineer, is from Wisconsin. Is anybody else in here from Wisconsin? Got some Wisconsin people back there. Ooh, I love it. So the person who built the railways was Solomon Simmons. He was a Kenosha man and was the mayor of Kenosha. In 1880, he came out here and took a 3-day burro ride up the mountain. Said it was the most inhumane thing he's ever done. He went back to Wisconsin, got about $1.5 million in investments, came back and built the railway. He wanted to build a telegraph line up the mountain. In 1891, the first group to go up the mountain was a church group. And does anybody want to take a guess at how much a ticket cost back then? 5 cents, 10 cents, 50 cents, 5 cents. It was actually $5. That was equivalent to about $175 today. You know, that's where you know the collection plate is going. Solomon Simmons passed away, and his family. Oh, there's a biker out there on the two-seat side. Got some hikers in the neighborhood. Not the type of wild animals I wanted to see, but. In 1926, the Simmons family gave the railway to Spencer Penrose, and we've been in operation of it ever since.
And like the kid was bragging, we chopped it, and then they replaced it, everything on it, they know how to build it all, and just traffic.
So when you're passing,
Another fun fact for you. So it's called a railway because there's only one destination that we're going. If we were to have chutes to go off to different directions, then that would be a network, and that would be considered a railroad. So we're going to have our first sighting. So we'll be passing one of our older trains coming up shortly.
That was something fighter planes.
I don't know what side it'll be on. We'll have to see when we get closer to the... I think they'll be on the 3-seat side. Yeah, Caden's telling me that the train is going to pass us on the 3-seat side. We'll see them in about 1 minute. But this area is called Mountain View because on the 2-seat side you get a beautiful view of the mountain. We'll be there pretty soon. And again, there's no seat hopping. So please make sure you stay in your seated area. So on the 2-seat side, I love when the clouds are like big and puffy like that. Woo! Favorite. Remember, big wave, individual wave, individual wave. Man, nobody's waving on that one. My goodness. It's okay. We've got the better train. We know the princess and prince wave, I should say. Pikes Peak was named after an Army lieutenant by the name of Zebulon Pike. Zebulon Pike was sent out to map and survey the southern border of the Louisiana Purchase in 1806. When he came to Pikes Peak, he thought that it was 18,000 feet in elevation. He never made it to the top. Him and his men were up there during the summertime and still in waist-deep snow, so they had to turn back around. And he also never got to see it be named after him. It was named after him because he wrote such extensive journals calling it the Grand Peak. Before that, it was called James Peak after Edward James, a 21-year-old botanist who discovered the blue columbine flower. Before that, when the conquistadors were here, it was called El Capitan, meaning the leader. And when the Ute tribe was here, it was called Cava Cava, meaning Sun Mountain. And there is evidence of Clovis culture here, but Clovis culture was around about 11,000 years ago and before written language, but we know that they would have had a really grand name for it as well.
24 years ago. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to hold it in tomorrow. Then we can take a look at it. We run 18. Copy that out. Send the shop on the message. If something else you need to look at this one, I'm going to look at something when we get back down in one of the cabinets. Okay, thanks, Joe.
inside, we'll get one of our first views of the day back into Colorado. Get a great view back into Colorado Springs, Manitou Springs. Great view of the mountain range. I think I can see my house from here.
Do you know what the last model is? I can make an announcement.
And again, just make sure we're keeping that aisle clear, please.
This will be like Rocky Mountain here tomorrow, and then Zephyr's all the way.
We're taking that one from Salt Lake.
Yeah, Salt Lake to Denver.
That's a great ride.
That'll be a fun one.
Alright, dispatch, fire away.
He's front the bill on all this stuff. The extra fun.
Can you guys see that rock formation down there? That is called the Lion's Den. The Lion's Den is reported to have had mountain lions sunbathing there.
I'd like to ride the
I also hear that the mountain lions say the park rangers are sunbathing.
I'll be fine with that one.
Gosh, it's like steep. Just to look out the window trees. Not a fan of heights?
What were the numbers again in that?
I'm not a fan either, just that view.
And you said from New York State.
We're going back. I don't want to
Understood.
I'm just
Is
about to
it
get
still
over
running?
the tree stop, bro.
Running out of gas, or what's the status of it? Understood. I will talk to my conductor and we'll see what happens.
I guess we're at the top. You can't really just miss that amount.
You said
Brake check.
In 1893, a Massachusetts English teacher took a 3-day burro ride up the mountain. She went back to her hotel and wrote a poem about what she saw, and that poem is now what we now know as America the Beautiful. This is the same exact trail and track that Kathy Lee Bates took that inspired her to write Purple Mountain Majesty. And so this is inspiration for her.
You want your photos of
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course. Do you want me to take a photo?
Actually, I think I'm good.
You got it?
Yeah, thank
Right
you.
on. Oh, I didn't see the whole
I know, right?
Just go ahead. Give me your mind impression there.
Oh man, that's actually really beautiful with the sun peeping through in between those spots out
You know
there.
what?
Oh, you
I
guys got
changed
a
my
great
mind.
view
Let's chat.
today.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yes, of course.
Sorry if I interrupted the video.
Kind of clear out there. You can probably see the Oklahoma border.
Yeah, of course. We're all here for the experience. Why not?
We're at about 11,000 feet in elevation, so make sure you guys are drinking that water.
Alright.
I'm great. I'm fine.
Okay, now what's our incline?
Oh, man. I feel like you're something's wrong. You gotta be steeper than
The phone's drunk.
Yeah. Turn yourself off.
You guys know whatever's flooding to the moon?
the reservoir.
And so that year, it's May.
So I do want to really drive up to the top of my No, I know, I'm actually. The acorns?
The hill climb.
Oh, you took the breeze?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So around us you also notice kind of less and less trees, so we are going to be slowly entering tree line soon. Oh my gosh. But if you look down on the 3C side, you'll see a body of water, and that's Mount Almagre. Mount Almagre is the only natural forming lake in the park. That was actually a glacier that melted away many years ago. It does look a little man-made because that road, and there is a dam on it that leads back to Ruxton Park.
Sorry, I learned from the best. Which direction are you going?
38, I have no idea. It's unlocked, but we're watching it.
Onward and upward on the whole new meeting.
That mountain range across from us is called Mount Almagre. Mount Almagre stands at 12,337 feet in elevation. And you'll also notice that their tree line is a lot lower than ours. Well, the trees are in the way now. But their tree line is lower than ours because it gets less sunlight during the winter time. And tree lines exist when there's harsh conditions and snow, making it harder for larger plants to be able to survive up here. Cog railways are so unique to be able to get up these steep elevations because of that middle rack rail that helps engage with the engine to help get us up those steep grades. Sorry. Today we'll go up a grade of 26%. A regular service train can only go up a grade of 4%. We're the highest and the longest in North America.
Correct. So, it's not double, but somehow percentage is it's a X per 100 units Y. Or no, it's Y per 100 units, I think something. Oh my god, turn around. That's Steve. What are you talking about? We got there all this space.
Oh, absolutely.
No, we got that.
It's the railway to heaven. Screw the stairway to heaven.
That's a lot of work. That's the incline.
Oh my gosh, come on.
Sorry, was that low hanging fruit?
We were crossing the tree line too.
I'm pretty
These
sure
trees around us are not ponderosa trees. These are bristlecone pines. Bristlecone pines are known to be one of the oldest trees in the park.
It's like a weather station on top of that mountain over there.
And then if you look back and down a little bit on the 3C side, you get a beautiful view of Mount Almagre, of a lake.
No, I think I'll keep looking up.
Lake Marin. Goodness, my coffee's wearing off.
Probably the little bit of a tree.
If you continue to look out on the 3C side, you'll notice a tree that looks half dead, half alive, almost like it's reaching out to you, or from Harry Potter's or Lord of the Rings. And that is the oldest tree in the park. It is about 2,200 years old. at about 12,000 feet in elevation. So we're gonna feel a little bit chillier up here. It's gonna get a little bit windier and chillier up here. And this is what is considered subalpine climate. Subalpine is very similar to the Antarctica or Greenland. We'll also see some different wildlife up here. So we'll see Arctic raven. Arctic raven are known to be around 365 days out of the year. You'll also still see snow up here. That snow will eventually melt in about a couple of weeks. We'll hopefully see some bighorn sheep. We'll hopefully see some marmots and some elk up here. Marmots will look like fuzzy rocks running around.
Oh my goodness. Oh, right there. Look.
They found a fellow American. See, I say that all the time, and yet I almost said it in Japan. And I was like, now wait a minute. That's not correct. Yeah.
Deer mountains.
Yeah.
American deer. And American deer will take one deer with the bite in that one.
It's a mild day today, but this is called a windy point, and windy point is known to have winds of up to 180 miles an hour. It broke the equipment, so now I'm just guesstimate.
This is cool.
It was a little hot up there, so it does feel really good, but it will probably get a little bit chillier, so feel free to roll those windows up.
Also, I can't roll it up. Yeah, slide it closed. There you go.
He's like, howdy, folks. You can pay me on your way down. Right?
No dice on that one.
Fever, kind of, yes.
Gosh, we're not even at the top now. We're just on the second side. Wow.
If you look out on the 3-seat side and we all imagine hard enough, Julie Andrews will appear and serenade us with the sound of music.
Give me a microphone.
Oh, that's actually really beautiful out there with those clouds and everything.
Yeah, dude. You were worried about the clouds, too. Hey, we're all through when you point this time. Happy.
How should we say? Yeah, that's it.
That is weird.
What?
I swear. Train 38, this is train 36. When you get up here, you'll have the east platform.
That green stuff down there is actually not grass, it's tundra. And tundra takes about 100 years to grow 1 inch. So if you look out there, you're either not playing tricks on you, you will see tracks. And those are the original tracks that the burro riders took when they came up the mountain.
No, I didn't see Marmot Mountain, but there was about 4 or 5 Marmot and just about 8 miles, so I just keep an eye out for something else.
On the 2-seat side, you'll see these faint wires and some wooden stumps. And those are the original telegraph lines and the original posts that hold them up. If you don't know what a telegram or a telegraph is, it was basically ancient text messaging. They used Morse code, which is dots and dashes, instead of letters and emojis. And it wasn't unlimited, it was 25 cents I think a telegram. So really quick before we move on, I just want to give you guys some very important information while we're at the summit. So we will be leaving the summit at 6:40. So please be back on the train at 6:35 at the latest. Caden will toot his horn at 6:30, indicating that there's 10 minutes left. The train sadly will leave you if you're not on at 6:40, so please be sure to come back and be on time. It's a $300 Uber back to Manitou Springs, I kid you not, so please be back in the train. Use your time wisely up in the Summit House. Use the restroom, drink water, and if you get any snacks or goodies, just finish them before they come on, okay? What time should you guys all be back on the train? 35. What time does the train take off?
Oh no, I was thinking of
6:40. Thank you. And then when you guys leave, just roll up those windows before you guys go, okay?
where someone got out and almost got left, and the train was moving and then stopped.
Do you guys think we see that mountain range with kind of some snow on it still? That's like way out there. That is the continental divide. That is what separates the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean and all the rivers in between. That runs from Alaska, Canada, the United States, Mexico, South America, all the way down to the very bottom.
There's a place around here, Broadmoor, Summit, something like that.
And we're about to enter what is called the saddle. It's called the saddle because you get a beautiful panorama view of the gorgeous fields, mountain ranges, and back down into Manitou Springs.
I love that photo, and like the balcony was like right up the top of the mountain, but it's like $1,000 a night just to stay there.
I would want to stay there for 2 nights, but one for a sunny night and one for a great thunderstorm.
Oh, that would be
Wouldn't it?
I love thunderstorms. Oh, that for a thunderstorm. Oh, just incredible. Framing's not very good. I'm amateur at best. I only get paid.
Your oxygen deprived up here, but
Anybody here from Texas?
Oh, it's
Oh, Texas. Oh my God, a huge Texas group. Forgive me for this joke. But what do you guys think of our gravel? I'm sure you would call it sand because everything's bigger in Texas. Yeah. But thanks for coming, you guys.
If I get a free ride back down for that Groner.